The Desmos app on your Chromebook is a great tool for performing calculations and for graphing. To access the app, you can open a web browser and in the address bar type in desmos.com/practice. Now we need to choose the type of calculator that we want to use. Click on the link that reads Choose Assessment. From this list, you can either type in Texas at the bar at the top, or you can scroll toward the bottom of the list and choose Texas. Now we'll choose the type of calculator. Normally, we'll use the graphing calculator. This option is already highlighted in blue, and now we click on the button that reads Start Practice. You'll know you're in the correct calculator when the top left corner reads Texas star. You have access to other videos that show you how to use the Desmos app as a graphing calculator. But let's look at the calculations that we can perform. You can type any expression that you like into the calculator on the left side of the screen, and you'll see your expression evaluated immediately. I don't need to press an equal sign or the enter key. That means if I change my expression by changing the numbers or adding to it, I'll see my new expression evaluated, updated right away. Desmos will evaluate our expression using the correct order of operations, so you can use parentheses or exponents or other mathematical symbols as well. Desmos also does a great job of knowing when we want our symbol to be a negative sign and when it's a subtraction symbol, although sometimes it's easier for us to keep track of what we've typed if we use parentheses to separate those integers. We can also type in decimals. And you'll notice on this line, I have an icon to the left that looks like a fraction. When I click on that icon, I see that my expression is still evaluated, but my answer is written as an improper fraction. So depending on what problem you're solving, that could be useful. Let's talk a little bit more about entering fractions into the Desmos calculator. I'm going to open up this keyboard on the bottom of my screen so that it's easier for you to see what I'm typing. If I want to enter a fraction, like 2/3, I would type in 2 divided by 3, and that's displayed on my screen as 2/3. And again, clicking this icon will switch back and forth between the fraction view and the decimal view of my evaluated expression. Now, if I have some math to perform, like 1/2 plus 3, if I type in 1 divided by 2, I have 1/2. If I start typing plus 3, notice that Desmos continues building my expression down here in the denominator. That's not what I wanted to do. So if I want 1/2 plus 3, I would type 1 divided by 2 to get 1/2. And then I would use my cursor to click outside of the fraction. Notice how my cursor is moved over here. Or I could use this right arrow to move my cursor as far to the right as I can. Now I see that 1/2 plus 3, Desmos evaluates that to 3.5, or my improper fraction, 7/2. So I can use that in multiplication and division expressions as well. If I need to enter exponents, like 5 to the second power, 5 squared, first we type in our base. To get our exponent, if our exponent's a 2, if we need to square a value, I can press this button, A with a 2 over the top, with a 2 exponent. And we'll see Desmos inserts our exponent of 2. 5 squared is equal to 25. If I need an exponent that's not 2, I would use this other button here. I type in my base, I press this button, and now I type in whatever exponent I need. 5 to the 4th power is 625. 5 to the 5th power is 3,125. Now the opposite of exponents, sometimes we need to take a root of a number. If I need a square root, I can either type SQRT, square root, and type in whatever number I need to find the square root of, or on our screen we have a square root symbol. Hit our square root symbol, type in whatever value we want to find the square root of, and we see our expression evaluated immediately on the right. Desmos has a lot more calculation features. Feel free to explore and ask your teacher any questions you have. You'll notice there's a little question mark up here for help. You can click on that and click on keyboard shortcuts to learn about some of the other mathematical operations that you can enter. Sure, with any questions?